Okay, here we go. So this is my SunDolphin Pro 120 12-foot plastic tri-hull boat that is now for sale. And this is kind of a, looking at it from the front going forward. So you'll notice it did have the custom seats. Those are not the original seats. So you will be getting the custom seats along with the original seats. Right here you see the 45-pound bow mount motor guide trolling motor, and you've got the foot pedal right there. Also notice the custom aluminum mounting or trolling motor mount right here. This thing is as solid as you can possibly make something on a plastic boat. It's awesome. Right here is a custom thing I built, and it holds my giant Yeti, my whatever the heck it is, 60-ounce ginormous Yeti, and it's got the edge guard there to protect it. And then I've got some plier holders, and then I've got my clipper holders right there as well. There's the foot pedal. So this is obviously my switch panel, and I've got a separate pump for fill, and then I've got the flow right system for recirc and drain or pump out. And so that's one switch, and then I'll show you later in the video where you do that. This does have a bilge pump, which is great because the standard Pro 120 does not have a bilge on it, and it's something that I would highly recommend. You do have blue LED deck lights, and then your running lights are your nav lights. So you've got your front red and green, and then you've got your rear white. And then over here you've got your USB and cigarette lighter adapter. This is a little bit on the older side. And then you've got a voltmeter as well. Driving lights is not hooked up, so there's nothing there. So this is kind of view of the deck from the very rear, obviously. And over here on the left, you'll notice this is the strip of LEDs right here. This right here is your livewell pump out. And over on the right side, there are your light strips right there. So this is one of the storage bins in the middle of the deck. And then there's one at the top right here as well. It's basically a tough box. There's plenty of room for an anchor, ropes, tackle, rubber boots, whatever you need. This is a view of the rear of it. Obviously, we have a transducer here, and then there's a Garmin 551DV fish finder graph that's available. And then here is your intake for your live well, and you've got the strainer on there. This is your bilge pump. Again, this is custom, and so what I did was I basically cut a hole in the inner shell, if you will, and then mounted with 5200 3M adhesive the base, and then put the pump in there, connected it up, and this is really good to have. This pumps out on the starboard side of the boat. So here's a look at the live well, and as you look down it, I'll scooch back a little, just a smidge, you'll see that there are six holders. Because this is only a 12-foot boat and the rod locker does not run the entire length, you're limited to about 7'4", 7'2" on your rods, and those would need to go on these outside tubes, the starboard side tubes. The inside tubes are going to be good for your rods that are under 7 feet or at 7 feet. But it's great to have rods, rod storage, because in a small boat, the biggest problem you're always going to have is going to be, where do you put your rods? Are they going to get knocked over? That happens in small boats. I've had so many rods knocked over, especially in the pond prowler type boats, the pontoon style, pond prowler, bass buster, whatever you want to call them. So this is something I'm really proud of. This is a custom stainless steel welded live well. If you notice here on the left, the lid, you've got 2 vents, and that allows those gases to escape to help keep your fish alive longer. you'll notice there is a splash guard here, and then here's your fill that comes from your intake pump, and then this is your flow right system right here. So when this is pulled out, when this nozzle is pulled out, that means pump out. So pull out equals pump out, and that will be to empty your live well. If you push it in, it's going to recirc from the bottom of the side here back through here and aerate your water. And this is what I really love. And when you talk about practicality and usefulness, this is what I call my quick draw compartment. So this is actually a shallow, it's about 3-4 feet, let me try that again, inches deep. It is removable, and I use this for something I need to get a hold of quickly. So rather than it laying all over the deck and getting hit by the sun, I'll put my Senkos in here, my swim baits. Obviously right now I've got drain plugs in there. I'll put a couple of topwater spare frogs, just something where I don't need to go through my tackle. I can just grab something really quickly. I love this compartment. And if you remove that tray, you'll see underneath here, now you've got access to all the boat's wiring. So you'll see we've got a fuse block right here. Everything's labeled, LED, depth finder, fill, drain, bilge, running lights, etc. You've got your bus bar here. This is your trolling motor, 50 amp. This is brand new, 50 amp circuit breaker to protect your trolling motor. This is your pump out and your recirc pump. So this is a flow right system, but it's not the newest one, which you can do everything because it's got a 3-way valve through one pump. So this one has one pump for intake and then one pump for recirc and pump out. And then this is a 55-pound thrust Prowler trolling motor. I have this as an option. You're welcome to take it with you if you want, but especially if you're fishing by yourself, because you and the trolling motor are up front, it puts a lot of weight up front. Having that spare trolling motor in the back is great for 2 reasons. Number one, it acts as a rudder and keeps you true, doesn't let you fishtail all over the place. And number two, when you're loading the boat back onto the trailer, it's very, very helpful, obviously. So this is what all we got right here. Look at this. So 2014 boat, titles in hand, Genesis trailer, extra long tongue, and Fulton breakaway. This trailer is registered but is untitled. Your motor guide, 40-pound bow-mounted trolling motor with foot control pedal, a Garmin fish finder. It's fully customized and decked with storage, a rod locker, and a live well. I already went through the live well. The seats does have a bilge pump. It's got blue LEDs. And then recent updates are the trolling motor mount, the drink holder, new LED trailer lights, and brand new leaf springs on the trailer. They're only a month old. And then, but wait, there's more. If you'd like it, I'll throw in the following: the trolling motor, a battery charger, and a digital fish scale. All of this for $2,000 out the door. I'm pricing it so low because I just want to make room. So all of that for $2,000. A customized 12-foot bass boat that is perfect for your small waters, your ponds, pond hopping. I belong to Private Water Fishing, which is a bass club here in the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex. That is absolutely perfect. This boat is absolutely perfect for that. So definitely take a look at this. I don't anticipate this lasting long, so hit me up when you can. And then lastly, when's the last time you took it out on the water is going to always be a question. 2 weeks ago. This was 2 weekends ago at a 3,000 acre working cattle ranch up in Oklahoma. It's a group trip we do with Private Water Fishing, and this is me in the front catching a fish.
Good, Zach. We'll rate her for sure. Good job. Nice.
And that is it.